Yes, please. No, you can leave it on. All right, I'm letting people in.
You can't show it. Hello.
Hello, Lori, how are you?
I'm okay. Looks like it's going to be a smallish sort of meeting tonight, right?
People will probably come on at 7.
No
I hope
Jim,
it's-
but Jim won't be here. Jean won't be here.
Okay.
I'm here about how long I can stay.
Jordan's going to be here short time. Hello.
Hi, Lori. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Pretty good. Not loving the heat, but the weekend was nice.
It was finally a nice weekend with no rain.
For the first time since Memorial Day.
That's just not something we usually say in July.
No, it isn't.
I'm thinking that probably there's no water ban.
There's no what?
Water ban. You know,
I would guess not at this
in most
point.
communities by now, there's a water ban.
Yeah,
Mandatory. No watering, etc.
yeah. A friend of mine went up to a beach they like in Maine that they go to every year, and it's a lake. And the sand was completely gone. The water was right up to the grass.
Did they have a good time anyways?
Yeah, they're there anyway. They just the camping is a little rougher because there are fewer spaces.
Yeah. Nova Scotia had kind of a hard time this weekend.
With fires.
Rain. No, with rain. They had more than 10 inches of rain. I think they have 7 bridges washed out.
Oh my God.
A few people are missing.
Oh no.
They're underwater. I think the fires got put out though.
Allowed to do it. It's like it's one or the other.
Hmm.
Hey,
Really?
hi. Ready to get started?
Yeah.
Okay. 7 o'clock. On time. So meeting called to order. Everybody state your name. Lee Wessler here.
Crystal Adams.
Pamela Spade.
Jason Allen.
Jordan Stearns here.
Everybody, Grace is here on mute. Grace is on mute and she's here. Okay. No alternates to seat. anyone have a chance to review the minutes, and then is there a motion to approve it?
I motion to approve it.
Is there a second?
I'll second. Pam Spay.
Okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Anyone abstaining? Okay. And public participation, we have two public people. The Morgans are back again. Do you have anything to add, or are you just here watching us again?
Oh, no, just watching it, keep a pulse on it.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Stuart Peasley, who I invited here.
Good evening.
Stu, do you have anything to present to us, or you just want to be a fly on the wall?
I really don't. In fact, I probably have to run. I just wanted to quickly stop in because I just wanted to stop in, but
Okay.
I had a meeting that ran really long and I'm sort of up against the clock.
Okay,
Sorry.
no problem. But glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, treasurer's report. Grace is still muted. You're Grace, you're still muted.
No,
Now you're good.
okay. My stupid thing says it's muted, but we won't go there. Our special is still 2161.22. And our new balance is 1914 for the year. Everything has not been audited as yet, and Lori, I see that you've been in touch with Diane.
Yes.
about your- Yeah, okay.
Yes, I have. No matter what I try, she seems to not be able to get my attachments.
This is Crystal Adams speaking. Lori, Diane sent your email to me too, and I don't know in what format you're sending them, but yeah, I couldn't open it either.
Yeah, it's just a picture in an email. Usually people don't have a problem, but I think it's possibly the software that is being used to attempt to open it. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
Do you have a PDF?
No, I mean, I can do it in a whole bunch of different ways, but I just don't have a lot of time. So I'll work on it when I get time again.
Okay,
Getting
thank
the
you.
money back is not my priority. Having time generally is. I'll do it as soon as I'll try another way to do it.
Okay, thank you.
I appreciate everybody's working on it.
Okay, any further questions for Grace? Okay, chairperson's report. I happened to talk to Jeff Gordon about something we presented to P&Z probably 3-4 years ago now about the aquifer overlay to kind of add an extra layer of protection to water, Woodstock water resources. And he promises me that they will get to it, that it's still on their agenda, and they just had other stuff to do. So, well, but it's, with everything that's going on in the world today, giving our water resources a little added protection seems worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, any report on communications?
There was nothing.
Nothing for you, Crystal?
No,
Okay. This is gonna be a record speed meeting because
Yes.
Jean's not here. So I have in my hand Jean's report, which I'll read. So DRC, we didn't meet. There's nothing to report. Crystal, anything on open space?
no, I was in Vermont when they had their meeting, so I was not able to attend.
Okay, and P&Z, there's nothing germane to us. Grace, Ag Commission.
No, I wasn't able to get there. I was with my granddaughters.
Okay,
I have something for ag.
yes. Oh,
I-
Maura's here. Maura's here.
Yeah, sorry, I was late.
Okay.
So Rebecca Hyde from the Ag Commission contacted me and, the Ag Commission decided to apply for, an American Farmland Trust grant. And they were just looking for information from us about, sorry, I'm not gonna get the wording right, because I was looking for the email. So I guess she was asking, for farmland that is in, is under, federal programs to protect it. And I know there's different wording. I'm not saying that right, but, and I guess we keep track of that, which, you know, they had only identified like one parcel that was under protection. And I guess there's a lot more, than,
The easements?
yeah, I think so. I think, they're basically, the development rights are protected.
Okay,
They
yeah,
can be
that's right.
town-owned easements, but they can also be owned by farmers. But it's basically protected land, and they're just looking to encourage more soil health. So I'm really happy that she actually was able to apply. I guess the application wasn't that bad, and I offered to assist, but I couldn't lead it because I just don't have time. And she reached out to Jean and I, and actually you as well, Lee. So I don't know if you got any of those emails, but
Yeah, but it was like, we had like a week to do it.
no, I
Not
know,
even
but
a
that's why I said, I will just give you information if you need it, but, yeah, I encouraged them. And so she actually got it together, and I guess she did it. So we'll see what happens with that, but that's exciting. And, you know, it definitely dovetails into the project that Jean and I are working on in the Little River to protect water quality. That's what we're promoting, is soil health, for farms. And so to have the Ag Commission be trained in that as well is a really good bonus that, you know, maybe we can work together. And so anyway, I guess I would like to figure out though, because she was asked if we were charged with the responsibility of tracking those properties. And I guess I don't know, if that is like, because there was some question about, does the Conservation Commission have to be involved in the application or something? Because we do have the charge of the property, you know, just
Well-
keeping track of those. And I guess we could potentially go on them and, you know, if we wanted to, make sure they're following whatever they're supposed to be doing on the property. So, but I mean, we don't,
Is this like when the people sell their development rights? Like, so like Valleyside Farm, right, sold development rights to the town a few years ago? Is that-
right. Probably, but they're, you know, they're not one of the ones that probably needs the soil health, because they're already doing like
Right.
a ton of great things. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I
that's-
think-
that's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, because it's still private property too, though, right? They just stole their development rights.
yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out more about it, just so that I can relay to Rebecca like what our responsibility is and what, you know, what they're in charge of or whatever. I'd like to know a little more about it myself, because I don't have a good handle on it.
Yeah, we don't look over them. We look over the
No.
easements, but I think Dawn always comes to us when there's a proposal,
When-
just to give a kind of our input over it.
So the easements that we
But there's more
overlook-
than one. There's more than one.
I know, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know why they didn't identify, and I guess Rebecca did get her information from somewhere, from someone, so that's good. I'm glad they did that, and we're able to move on that. So we'll see what happens. It's a weekend training in Vermont, and I guess they have a couple people there willing to go, so Good for
Yes,
them.
but that's if they get the $10,000 grant. All
Right,
she's
to-
doing is sitting is the application out. So this is not something that's coming up very quickly.
No,
And
no,
if
but,
she doesn't get the
well, I
grant,
don't
that-
know when it is, but that would give
Yeah.
them the money to send 2 people to the training
Yes.
and then to do some other things to promote. So yeah, I think it's great for them to do that.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a $10,000 grant that they're applying for.
Yep.
She spoke to me also and
Yeah.
as I said, she was looking to, I didn't realize she had actually gotten to it. But basically it's until she finds out whether we got part of the $10,000 grant, there's nothing more we can do at this point.
No, I understand that, but I'm gonna try to figure out her original question, which was what do we have purview over, and just so I understand it, I guess, and we have a handle on what like, it would be nice if we could have told them all the properties, right? I think we have the information, but I just, I couldn't put my hands on it.
Yeah, I think we had it in the plan of conservation. But Dawn Adaletta would have all that information.
I think that's who
But-
she ended up, you're right, that's who she ended up getting it from, so.
Yeah. But
It's
we
all,
don't-
yeah,
I mean, it's contractual between, the town and the property owner. So we have absolutely no involvement in it, other than our advice.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going with, was that is that's, I mean, it remains the private property of the property owner.
Right. Yeah. So
right,
by,
but if the federal government gives them money, there's gonna be some oversight, whether it's the town or I mean, that's the way it works. And so someone has that oversight, but whether they choose to actually do it is, they probably don't have enough people to actually follow up
Did we lose Maura?
with that.
no, Maura's here. Maura's
We lost
talking.
Grace.
Oh, please, what's going on now?
We see you,
We
Grace.
can hear you.
We can see you and hear you.
Yep.
Hey, Maura, anything else?
No, I just wanted to update the group on that.
Sure. Thanks. Okay, okay, speaking of easements, anyone have anything about stewardships?
About
Hello?
what?
Yeah.
Yep, we got you.
Call us with your phone, Grace.
Audio.
We hear you,
I
Grace.
can't hear anything.
Thanks, Lori.
Hello?
Hi. We can hear you
Hi.
and see you.
Can anybody sign it?
Does she know how to read chat?
Well, I have totally lost.
We.
help.
I hear you. Okay. So this is recorded, so Grace, we did hear you and see you all along. Okay, on to pollinator pathway. Grace, I'm sorry, Jean has this update. The medallions that were
I
received,
have no idea.
leftover medallions from the previous order were located in a bag containing the handouts from the last outreach that the Conservation Commission did on this initiative.
Well,
Let's read. That's a good idea. Okay, Crystal, Sustainable Connecticut.
I don't have an update.
Okay. Do we have to keep the Eversource project, or do you think we could, leave that to, Bill and, Jay.
I don't think it's safe to leave with anybody.
Okay.
But I do
Any-
not know what they're doing.
I haven't seen anything.
They're cutting on 171, but I can't quite tell if that's their usual cutting. It looks like it's up to maybe 10 to 12 feet back from the road, and it's only in certain locations.
Yeah, it seems to be a lot of foliage, not trees. Although I
Yeah.
have seen some
I've seen
trunks.
trees. Yeah, I can't tell though if it's their usual cutting. They're cutting on opposite sides of the road from the lines in some instances.
I do not.
Crystal, were you going to say something?
I was gonna say, I think that might be their normal, cutting back, because I don't recall 171. Was 171 one of the roads that was going to
Yes.
be?
It
It was?
was,
Okay.
from
Yes.
the intersection back
Yeah.
to, from the intersection with 169 back maybe to like, I don't know, 9 or 10 properties back.
Okay, because when I drove that route, it was much further down. That was having work done down past the winery, I think.
Yeah, that's part of the section that's included in the resiliency project. I'm not sure if what they're doing though is normal cutting or resiliency project cutting.
Okay, so, but,
Almost as
keep
far
your
as
eyes
the
out.
Lake Fungi Fire Station.
Yeah, it was originally going to Bradford Corner from down to the transmission lines near the Woodstock Vet. But they extended it a little bit further down 171 beyond Bradford Corner. And I can't tell you exactly where. I think it's probably about 10 yards from my house. But it's all of that swath is included in the project. I just can't tell whether what they're cutting now relates to resiliency or normal.
Okay, well, hopefully, anything they're going to cut, they're getting the advice.
Well, that,
Bill.
I'd like to hear it from Beth. Yeah, if she joins us, maybe she can let us know the status of hers.
Well, let me just back up a bit for Stuart, just to let you know some of our projects. The Pollinator Pathway is a project to, I think it's nationwide, but Gene Pillow's like spearheading it in our area to get native plant species to promote our bees, our local bees, the natural bees, who act as our pollinators for not just wildflowers but our crops. Sustainable Connecticut is a state project where Crystal, you probably could say like 2 sentences about Sustainable Connecticut for Stuart.
Yeah, Sustainable Connecticut is a project where towns can do certain steps, and there's there's stuff on electricity and stuff on farming and pollinator pathway things, and just different things that can be done to earn points towards becoming what they consider a sustainable Connecticut community. And it's something that, groups and people and different commissions can take part in.
Yeah. It's to make communities people friendly and green, and we get points for all that stuff.
And more resilient.
Yeah.
And also, can I just add, Lee, to your pollinator, it's not just bees, it's wasps, flies, butterflies, moths. It's a ton of pollinators.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
All the
so
pollinators.
everybody thinks of bees, but there's a lot
Yeah.
more.
True. And then Sustainable Connecticut, Stuart, a lot of what Sustainable Connecticut is doing is a lot of things you had in your proposal. The Eversource project, Eversource is using Woodstock as a kind of a beta testing to, they're concerned about power outages, trees taking lines down. So they're proposing to cut trees that could potentially fall on the lines, which obviously would decimate the rural character of
Yeah,
not only our town, but any town in Connecticut. So we're kind of trying to oversee that and make sure that they just do clear cut everywhere. And it's there's a little monitoring of it.
Wait, may I ask a question?
Sure.
I'm interested because I'm on the program advisory council with Ellis Tech, and
Mhm.
they have a sustainable kind of approach with their students, and I was wondering if there's any sort of publication that we could use as a reference to share with the students.
The Eversource
The
project?
Sustainable Connecticut.
Yeah, there's a
Is-
website. Yeah.
Yeah,
Chris
there's a
will do.
website with lots of information. So just type in, do a search for Sustainable Connecticut, and you'll get a lot of information.
Okay, good. That could be helpful. Thank you.
Okay, then moving on for the Synexic Grange event. So Jean didn't give me any info on that because she's going to have Jordan,
She's
you're going to
gonna
be there,
go,
right?
but not from us. But
Okay.
Jordan said he would help out.
Okay. So
Be there.
so
I'm
it's
sorry.
This is Jordan. I'll be there.
okay.
Yeah,
So who's going to put up? Jean's going to actually bring the fold out thing for the table?
yeah,
Okay.
yes.
And I guess some medallions, probably.
Yeah, well, she certainly ordered a bunch more, so she's got them.
Okay. Anyone else have any thoughts or comments on that? Okay, then, okay, under new business, anyone happen to go to any workshops? Or hear of any workshops coming up?
Well, the Yale Myers, I guess the last one will be this Wednesday night. They've been very good. I mean, I've only managed to get to 2 of them, but anybody that's interested, it's obviously free, and it's things that are concerning landowners and people who are concerned about what's going on with the forest. Again, as I say, it's up in, I guess it goes into Union. But
Well, I'm going to back up. I do have a message from Jean on the event. She said, we'll try to get to UConn to pick up free pollinator seedlings to distribute at the August 5th locally grown day. We'll be developing a more formal plan, request initiative for the Memorial Pollinator Garden before that event. That's from Jean. And then Jean also did attend the talk on beech leaf disease at Yale Forest. This
Yeah.
disease is caused by a special type of nematode. It is currently unknown how the nematode is distributed. There is no cure. There is an experimental intervention involving dousing the soil around an infected tree with a chemical, which name I can't recall, but too soon if there will be any long-term treatment effect. I guess too soon to see if there will be any long-term treatment effect.
they're just identifying it and they have very little knowledge about it. But they're working on it and it definitely is here. And as I say, I was there also. And they're very concerned because obviously it's attacking, you know, our beech trees and they're not quite sure how to deal with it. Again, with everything, as they say, you know, when we got the emerald ash borer, it took 10 years before we could figure anything out. And, and the outcome has not been as successful as we would like, but they just want us to know that they are aware of it and they're working on it.
Okay. Anyone else have anything they went to or know of something coming up?
I think so.
Just looking through my email.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's move on to get back on here. There. Okay, so open discussion. Lori,
I don't have anything to add.
Jason, and Grace,
No, I think I'm good.
Crystal.
I just wanted to add if anybody is interested in being the alternate rep to the Open Space Commission and could make the meetings occasionally, that would be terrific. I feel bad the last few meetings I've been out of state and haven't been able to make a meeting recently.
When
So
are they, Crystal?
they are the second Thursday of the month at 7 at the town hall.
I thought we had a backup person already.
I think we had someone, but she's no longer a member of the commission.
Oh, okay, that'll
That might
do it.
be-
And so when
'Cause I know
she
Dawn
stepped
had
back
asked
from
for
the
somebody-
commission, I think when she stepped back from the commission, I think I asked, but I don't think anyone, you know, stepped up definitively.
Okay.
So
No, what is it that you're asking to sit in on the open space commission meetings? Just to,
if, you know, if there's a month where I'm not able to attend, that we have an alternate member appoint who could attend. So the open space changed and so that boards and commissions who had members on it could also have an alternate just to try to, you know, make quorum and stuff. So like I know Ag, I think has Emily Hebert as an alternate to Stuart Morris. And so it'd be nice if conservation had an alternate. So if I were not able to go, we would still have a representative.
I can
Yeah.
do that a lot. I mean, I can't, but I mean, it doesn't sound like you're asking for every time. So
No. You don't have to go to everyone.
yeah,
I think, you know, some of the alternates do, but you don't have to. It's mostly so that, you know, if I'm not there, that we still have a representative who can attend and vote if needed.
and is it the same type of format what we're doing here?
Yeah, but it's in person.
Oh, it is in person. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be terrific, Jason. I don't know, Lee, if we have to move to vote him as the alternate. I'm not sure.
No,
No.
Okay,
I'll thank you. I know Dawn had
Yeah.
asked for an alternate. I thought we still had one, but thanks, Jason.
thank you, Jason.
Certainly.
Okay, so that's Crystal, Jordan,
Nothing for me.
okay, Pam,
Nothing.
Maura,
Just a personal sighting of a little young spotted turtle in the road when I was bike riding. Makes me really sad, but it was alive and it was very difficult to tell which side it was going to. But we took a guess and hoped that that would be okay. So just to remind people that turtles are still crossing the roads, and I don't know if this one seemed too young to be laying eggs, but I don't know what's going on. So just to be aware to try to slow down. And the kicker of it was between two slow turtle crossing signs that my friend had put up over at Still River Marsh. And, it was like, okay.
Maura, maybe it was one of the eggs that had been hatched.
It wasn't a hatchling. It was not
Yeah,
an
they're not
adult.
big. Yeah.
Too big.
So
and
anyways- What's that?
Too big and too small, too big to be a hatchling, too small to be.
Right. So,
Confused.
and spotted turtles are a species of special concern in Connecticut.
Here we go
So
again. I just lost the
it's always
volume.
pretty exciting to see one, but then you want to really protect it. And I messed up what I said. So basically, the week before, I saw an adult one that was dead on the road that had got run over between the two slow down turtle crossing signs. And then this one was alive further along. So anyway. That's it.
Thanks, Maura. Okay, and then last but not least, Jean has some messages for us. Books ordered were received. Hopefully, I will be able to distribute them to the local libraries on Saturday, July 22nd before the meeting. Okay, so hopefully that's been done. In other news, the Quiet Corner Garden Club provides plants and labor to
Get it.
enhance the pollinator garden at the West Woodstock Library. And that's everything from Jean.
So they have
Anyone
them,
have any? Hmm?
sorry, I was gonna say, do they have
Okay.
them at the West Woodstock Library? Because it sounds like we have a couple spares.
Did they have
Huh?
what?
Do they have the pollinator pathway medallion? It sounds like we've got a couple laying around.
I don't know. I mean, if Jean was there, hopefully she brought a medallion
Right,
with her.
right. That's right. Yeah, of course.
Okay, anything else for the good of the order? And if not, is there a motion to adjourn?
I motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Okay, thanks everybody for coming. We'll see you in August, and Grace, if you can hear me on
Yes,
tape.
now I can. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. I'm gonna have to work on this. It just keeps
Just put
cutting
the
out.
we'll talk about the Brooklyn event,
Oh,
the Ag Day
yeah.
thing.
Well,
Yeah, in
Celebrating
August.
ag.
Yeah,
That's
so
September
everybody,
23rd. Yeah.
will have that on the agenda for next month.
So the
So-
idea is to think about what kind of a display we want to highlight at the Conservation Committee. And we've done the pollinator pathways quite a bit, but we do have that in reserve if we need it, but
But it's important.
okay.
Okay, so everybody enjoy your summer. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you next month.
All right, everyone have a good
Thank
summer.
you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for
Bye-bye.
Thank you very
meeting.
much.